Hello, everyone. Hope you are well. Last second stream, so I don't expect anybody to watch this, nor do I. I'm going to try to keep everything kind of tight and not make it go very long and bore everybody to death. Um, Very quickly, uh, um, let's start with the name of the channel. If you notice, we went from Hobby World to back to Rob's Tabletop World. The reason for that, um, I'm looking for an artist to help me out here and get the artwork that I wanted to get right. And unfortunately, the person that I had is too busy to do what they need to do. Why are these all here? This is another. But anyways, morning. Hold on. I gotta put on. See now, I gotta put on my Harry Carey glasses. See who that is. BJ Zombie. How are you? Good morning to you. Happy Martin Luther King Day. Um, so to stop confusion, and I do like to try to keep some semblance of professionalism. I figured that I would just have it match the artwork. If I'm able to find somebody, that'd be great. And I am looking for someone, an artist, to help me out and redo the art here so it'll fit what we're going to do. Um, Now, there's a couple of reasons why we're not going to be doing any live stuff for um, at least until the very end of the month. Um, I'm going to put the channel on hiatus. There'll be videos. I have videos all the way out to March. There's some old videos I put out and stuff like that. I mean, I have a lot of stuff that I have to review and stuff like that, and it's just going to have to wait um, till I get back. The first real problem. Let's say hi to. I gotta put my glasses on. Shannon, how are you? Uh, a Hemi 520. He says good morning to all. Okay, there you go. And again, I don't expect a lot of people to be in here. I'll take questions at the end if there's anybody in here. Uh, Again, this is like, I come up with these things and go, okay, I'll do this today. And then I just turn on the camera. There's no big planned out thing. So what it comes down to is number one, I've had some health issues and some things that I have to take care of, that I have taken care of, and continue to take care of, and I need a couple of weeks to heal up. Right now, I'm hurting pretty badly. That is going to be one reason why I'm going to kind of you're going to see a lot of older videos about some older things and some other subjects and stuff like that I've done. And also I've done enough of the comic book and Sci-Fi Saturday stuff to take me all the way through the middle of February. So that will take care of that. The big reason on top of everything else, and we're gonna talk about some of that stuff, and I'll get to it, is some of the things that I have going forward and what I've decided to do. Okay. um, Now I have um, I have way too many games, and I had stuff in a smaller storage area, and unfortunately, it's not big enough. So I've got to extend some money out and buy a bigger storage unit. And what I'm going to do is I need to get the stuff that's in that storage unit into another storage unit. Thankfully, I'm hiring the services of my son and my son-in-law to do all this, because physically I just can't do certain things right now. Um, But what we're going to do here is we are changing the channel. This is the last time that you'll see this setup. So I want to explain why I'm doing what I'm doing. First of all, I've been doing this in March. It'll be 6 years, I think. 6 years. Okay. There are people that do it for 10 years that don't get as many people that I have. And I've been very, very blessed to have the people that follow me. But I've also evolved and I've changed along the way. When I want to take a left turn, I take a left turn and I take it without fear. Okay. I don't try to play to the people and be fake and phony. I do what I feel like, whether I've lost people or gained people. And at the end of the day, I just don't give two shits. It's just, I do what I feel I want to do and what I want to portray. I welcome everybody, okay? But I play to myself a lot, and I play to the people that want to be here, okay? So, this is the last time you will see this setup. I am redesigning everything. I want a little bit more. Listen, this is never going to be a professional channel, but I have a hard time, I've noticed lately, coming out here and wanting to do anything. Okay, I've had fatigue, burnout for the last couple of years, without a doubt, and I've worked through it in a lot of ways. But I came up with something in my head. And I said, you know something? There's just too much stuff out here. It's too hard to maneuver around. My arm went bad, but as you can see, it's getting back to where it should be. But still, the feeling in the fingers. You know, the Subbuteo thing I would do on Sundays wasn't a very popular thing, but it was something that I enjoyed doing. And it was fun. And getting the tiger involved, I mean, as silly as that is, it was trying to give you a sports presentation feel to things, you know? And, you know, I wanted to do that, but I couldn't maneuver here on top of it. And then to stretch and try to use an arm that's not doing that well, even though, you know, at that time, was tough. And I'm still having problems with it, along with I suffer from my sugar. I should be dead right now. I should be walking dead after my last checkup that I've had. And I've had some issues, and we're working on those issues, and I need a couple of weeks to do that. But in that time, I've come up with this idea that we are going to remove about 70% of these games and move them out to the storage. So if I need something, I can go out there and I can grab it and bring it in. I want to be able to turn this table, extend this table. Okay, I want to make this a 6 by 12, is what I'm looking to do. And I got to figure out how I'm going to do the lighting. But I want to get all these cabinets out. I want all this stuff. There are 4 shelving systems behind this, filled with games. Am I going to play all those games in this amount of time? No. I need to get this out of here. I need to just keep a couple shelves. If I do a whole wall of just games, that's more games than a lot of people even have. Okay? And to be able to rotate stuff out and things like that. And I was going through stuff, and I started thinking, I go, well, even if I auction off a majority of this, I still have too much. So at the end of the month, we're going to have a huge auction for charity. Richard Launius was very gracious to send us a bunch of stuff that we are auctioning off, okay, to help some of the things and some people that are in desperate need, okay? And there are some people that have written that are in desperate need. So we're going to do what we can to help them. But I need time. I need time to shut it down a little bit. I need time to get a little bit healthier. And I'm not talking a huge hiatus. It's just last week I took some time at the end of the week when I had a certain procedure done, and I just couldn't function. And you know, I saw the reaction to the drone footage, which was decent. The comic book thing, which was decent. We'll see how the Sci-Fi Saturday starts. this week, and then there's another comic book thing, and then then we have another sci-fi thing, which is a real good one, and then more comic book things. I'm interested in those things, see how they do. Those are the things that are going to get you through the Saturdays. We've got enough reviews out there and look at that should be able to suffice for a couple of weeks. I need the time to rebuild this with the help of the kids and getting them to do the time. And I'm going to go down and get the bigger storage unit, and we're going to, we're going to figure things out here. We're going to make things easier access, easier to keep things set up so we can continue things. Half the reason how, we started certain things, it's hard to leave something up, because if you have to review something, you got to take everything down. I think I've got to have two certain areas, one where I do reviews and then one where I can leave something set up and do things. I want more drone footage. We've got some really cool RC stuff that I think you're really going to enjoy, and some stuff where I had to scratch my head with too. We're not asking for handouts. We're not asking for anybody's money. Okay. I'm financing all this, and I'm making sure that this gets done right. All these cabinets are coming out. Geez, I wish I hooked up the other camera. Maybe I can do it with this. But, I mean, you take a look how cramped this is. And let's see if we can do this. All right. Okay, there we go. I mean, this is just the table, and this just doesn't work. Okay. I haven't set up that camera because I've been thinking about doing this. But you come right here. This is too cramped. I mean, look at this. And forgive the lights. I can't help it. But it goes all the way there. And it goes all the way in the back there. And then here. And then, yeah, this camera's just not going to cut it. But it's all the way down the sides. Okay. Come on. Come on. All right. That's as far as it'll go. It's just too cramped. It's too much. All right. And this is just a little section. This is just a little section. All that needs to go. All that needs to come out. And, some of it's going to go to an auction. Some of it's going to go in the storage. Some of it's going to go on this wall here. And you want to know something? I would like to have a background of all the things that I'm interested in. Not just, the stacks of games. It seems like everybody that does a video has, or live shows or anything like that, has stacks of games behind them. Is that supposed to show that you're smart at games? No, it shows your ability to just keep buying. Okay? And I really think in my heart of hearts that if I redo this, I think it'll renew some of the energy within me to continue on, because you have to find a reason to go on. Some people are motivated by money, and they do it because of money, and it becomes a job to them. I get it. Okay. Some people do it very well. All right. And so forth and so on. And they can come on. Some people do it for their self-esteem. They got beat up as kids, whatever. They could talk to the camera, and if you acknowledge them, hey, wow, they feel good about themselves. That's great. And then some people do it because they enjoy doing games. But how long can you keep playing games? Remember, and I challenge anybody to do what I've done in 6 years. And I want you to do the math, okay? And sit there and do the math. Really sit there and do the math. 4,000 videos in 5.5 years. Okay? Divide 5.5 years into 4,000 videos. And let me know what that works out to a day. Okay? Because what it really comes down to is, can you keep that pace? Now, I've been able to do that for a while now. Okay? I've been able to do that for a while now. There are some days you get 2 videos. You get a video and a live video. I've tried scaling back. But if I want to keep on going, and if I want to keep doing this, which I really kind of want to, I've got to find my passion again. And I have to find what I want to do and how I want to do things and the things I want to shake up and the things I want to keep, the things I enjoy doing and the things I don't enjoy doing. I had fun painting those ships last week. I wanted to do a live playthrough of it. Physically, I just couldn't. Okay. Something I just don't want to talk about. But, there's a lot of things that I want to cover. And then there's a lot of different things I want to be able to bounce back and forth to. And I have to have the space. And I have to figure out how I'm going to do that. And one of the things is this unbelievable Christmas extravaganza that I have to deal with over here. Okay. And some of the things that her and I have to come to a compromise with. I have to have, enough ability to move. And by doing that, I think it'll renew some of my spirit when I can easily get to things, when I can easily rotate things in and out, when I can decide, hey, let's do a Hot Wheels racing tournament. I know it's out of the ordinary, but it's kind of fun and kind of silly and kind of over the top. Get the tiger involved, get a whole bunch of different cars, and just take and do a live show of that. How insane would that be? Okay, or one day, every Saturday, be able to have, my soccer tournaments, or whatever, or league, be able to do that and still have enough room on the table to have Shadows of Brimstone set up and be able to progress through different things like that. Adding different things in, more variety. Number one, it'll be entertaining for me, which, when it really comes down to it, folks, is probably the most important part of this whole doggone channel. Okay? Yes. Am I here to entertain you? Are you entertained? I hope so. But if not, what really comes down to is this guy being entertained. Am I having fun showing you guys certain things? Because if it comes across forced, you're going to figure it out. And some things have. If it comes across, I did this, I want to get this over with, you're going to feel it and you're not going to watch. Okay? If it's overproduced and infomercial, maybe you'll get some information out of it, but is it going to get across to you the way you hoped? No. No. And you're going to take, and then eventually, I remember when this channel was this. And you'll move on. And that's fine. People move on. We've had hundreds and maybe thousands of people that have been here and moved on eventually. And we've had people here from the beginning. Okay? It really comes down to, can I remotivate myself? I think I can. Can I find myself again? Yeah, I can. But I cannot do it when I am absolutely cluttered and I can't move. I have no organization anymore with, my paints are pretty decent, but I really don't know where anything is. I can't do the things I want to do, and it becomes a frustration, and then you kind of want to walk away from it. And that's not a good thing. Not for the guy that's going to be portraying everything. And like I said, it's twofold. Number one, need a couple weeks to get a little more healthier. Number two is reinventing things, making things fun, making things where if I start a painting project, I can take and just slide it aside. I want to be able to get around and have different angles of cameras so I can do different things. So we can experience different things. I'm not looking to give you a bunch of glitz and glamour, a bunch of cartoon images of myself or things like that. Nothing wrong with it, but I'm just not that guy. I'm that guy that's going to turn on the camera and we're going to bring you what we can. And can I bring you what I think, what I envision going forward? I want this to be Rob's tabletop and hobby world. Okay? And what I mean by hobbies is there's the painting aspect. Showing you different hobbies that I do, like the RC stuff that I've been very interested in. My drone stuff. I took some, there's a ton of great footage that I got. Some of the fishing stuff down here in Florida, in Central Florida, especially this time of year with all the crappie running. Ooh, they run hot. They run hot. And then, showing you different things, how we do different things here. Branching out, doing some goofy sports stuff, doing war gaming stuff, having that set up where we can come in and not try to do it all in one shot and then put it all away, but maybe put out Armageddon War, old school tactical with a huge imprint, and be able to go, all right, well, let's do this scenario. All right, we're going to take it here. We're going to stop. We'll come back Wednesday. Be able to do more live that makes sense than rushing through things and saying, yeah, we'll come back to it, and never get back to it. It becomes frustrating. It really does. And being able to do that. So I need to take this time. Number one, like I said, heal it up. Let's get back. Let's do what we can. The arm gave me a tough time after that paint job. The movement was tough. But the funny thing is, what I don't understand is I'll go and be able to bench press whatever, and then come to the point where if I try little lateral and different types of movements, the numbness and everything else kind of overtakes certain things. It's getting old. It's plain simple. How much do I have left in the tank? I don't know. We'll see. But if I want to do a giant Space Hulk or a giant Warhammer Quest or the different things that I have in my mind, big imprint games. Yeah, well, that was an interesting scenario. Let's see what the next one is. We'll come back to it. I'm going to leave this set up. And then be able to do my work and on another part of the table. And have different cameras all over the place where I can run certain things. Have the screens off here and a lot of different things. Being able to move things around. Being able to get different shots instead of being just overly cluttered to the point where, I can't stand. I'm a Virgo, so everything has to be perfect. And this hasn't been perfect for a very, very long time. Wouldn't it be nice to have something set up, some terrain set up and do some, battle tech. And then 2 days later, have a board game that we're looking at and still have that set up over there. Maybe do something else in it. Frostgrave. Wouldn't that be fun? We took these guys out on this adventure. Let's move some things around. We'll just leave them all that set up. And let's see what we do here. Be able to change scenery a little bit and change things. Not have this, what's behind me right now, this just train wreck. So I need to breathe life in it, or it's going to die. It will. Listen, I can care less how many people unsubscribe, thumb down. You know, I know that one guy's out there that just loves doing it. Whatever. Who cares? Good for you, pal. If it makes you feel better when you do that, oh, I'm gonna thumb down. You know, it's funny. A certain very, very, very successful guy every morning would check out everybody else's videos and thumb every single thing down. And he was one of the most successful guys in the business, but he had to go thumb everybody down to make himself feel better, but portray himself as something else. Okay, I always got a kick out of that. That always made me scratch my head. What did you accomplish there? Thumbing stuff down. It doesn't hurt me. Of course, like I've said in another video, you scratch and wonder what you've done wrong, but you also understand in your head that this guy that thumbs things down, turns off his computer, comes out of his basement, asks his mom for peanut butter and jelly, and then yells at her because they didn't put bacon on it. Okay. Then he goes, puts on his Superman t-shirt, okay, which is black, okay, combs out his greasy beard, okay, and greasy hair, gets his glasses adjusted, go watches Price is Right, goes back down into the basement, okay, and watches Thundercats, okay, for another 4 hours, and then goes on YouTube and starts thumbing people down again. That's some people's lives. Sounds like a pitiful person. Oh, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But this is the type of clientele that you deal with when you come and do this board game thing. There are people that are very rich and successful people that watch board gaming videos. There are people that are very intelligent and from all walks of life. But there is that number that do nothing better than want to tear you down. So you have to fight through that to continue to do this. So you do all this stuff, you invest all this money to deal with those type of people. Okay. That's a small part of it. But the bigger part is you guys, the people I'm talking to right now. Okay? The people that are in the chat right now. Those are the people that I deal with. Those are the people that I do things for. This is why I reinvent things. Okay? Not that a new year means anything, but what it does is it gives me the time, okay? And I love the main part of this channel is live events. You know, we were doing them 2 to 3 times a week, okay? Recently. And for years, you know, sometimes we were doing them up to 4 times a week. Okay. It was our bread and butter on this channel. And then we've had videos to go with that. So think about that. Live videos, you set up, you do all that stuff. And then you do all this other stuff, you know, that you spend hours taping for. Is it hard work? No, it's not hard work, folks. If you like what you're doing, it's not hard work. But I need to breathe life into it because, like I said, if you really think about it, did anybody figure that out? As a matter of fact, I'm going to figure it out. Hold on. I'm going to do a little math here. So let's, because now I'm curious, and I thought maybe somebody would come up with that number because normally somebody does. So 365. Let's just call it times 5. 5 equals, that's 18,000. I mean, that's 1,825 days. Okay, divided. Hold on. Divided by 4,000. Well, 4,000 should be divided by 1,825. Let's clear that out. Thank God for calculators, huh? 4,000 divided by 1,825. 0.25 equals, that's 2.19178082 videos a day. Think about that. There's some people that you barely get, you get maybe 2 videos a week, maybe 1 video a week. Okay, and they go, oh God, it takes so much to do this. Can you support my patron? Oh God, please help me to keep the channel going. And I'm doing almost 2.5 videos because we didn't figure anything else in. Okay, I'm almost doing 2 videos a day, 7 days a week, for 5 years. Oh my God. Okay. I mean, what the? I mean, really. And if you don't expect to burn out, and there have been periods where I burned out. I lied to you. I would be lying to you, and shame on me if I said I didn't. There weren't times where I was like, what the hell am I doing? Okay. Why am I putting out so much? Because you become impassioned by the people that you do this for. Okay? Wow, they really enjoyed that. They would like to see more. Wouldn't that make them happy? If they're happy, that makes me happy. And it was always about my happiness in some selfish way. It's like helping others always made me happy. Charities always made me happy. Because of, again, if you saw the video, I do have that self-doubt and all that other stuff that goes through my noggin. You know, you look at some of the bigger channels, and I'll call out Rodney like I normally do. And they put a lot of hard work into it. They really do, with the production value, the think tank that they have going. First of all, they got some of the smartest people on the planet. Chaz is the most underrated human being on the planet, and that Paula girl is special. And I mean that in a good way. She just, all the talent in the world, and Matthew is fantastic, and they got another couple on there that do things, and Rodney does things smart, but they put a lot of hard and work, and they've been planning this for a lot of years. I know that for sure, and it pays off. Okay, I can't give you that quality, but I can give you quantity in what I see as fun and things like that. Those guys deserve every dime that you guys donate to them, and you should give them whatever, because they do a fantastic and wonderful and glorious job. You know me? I'm just here for my self-gratification. I really am. And I raise money for charity. And that's something that really means a lot to me. Okay? Is number one, seeing you guys happy and helping you guys connect with your kids, connect with a bunch of different people, your groups. I saw this game, Rob play it, and it looked like a lot of fun. He made it look like a lot of fun. Boy, does that make me feel good. Boy, does that help me through a day. Boy, does that give me some inner strength. Okay? And fortitude to keep going forward. You have to be motivated by more things than money sometimes. And don't get me wrong, I love money as much as everybody else. Okay? I keep praying for that scratch ticket that I don't ever have to work again. And I can sit here and just do this. And then I probably get bored of this and go do something else. Just the way it is. It's never enough. It kind of reminds me when we were kids. And we would get that Sears catalog or whatever, and you would look in there, and you didn't get much as a kid. Things were tough. I grew up and things were tough. My parents did the best they could. Yeah. That's a whole nother story. But you would look and boy, wouldn't that be cool if we had that GI Joe headquarters? It has an elevator in it, and then there's that truck with the thing with the radar on top that goes. Boy, I sure would like that. And you would ask Santa, I'd ask, I go, for Christmas, I really like that. And the excitement of waiting and wanting things. And then when you get older, you lose those things because you start making your own money, and then you start buying things. Now I got everything I want. And now I have, very good job. I have everything I ever need. Okay. If I want something, I just go get it, and I pay cash. And it's not special anymore. It loses that luster. And that's the same thing with doing this at times, where, oh my God, somebody subscribed. That's amazing. And David Thompson, he sent me a game that he wanted me to take a look at, using David as an excuse. Oh my God, somebody really, really thinks I'm doing a great job. Or Mark Walker sends, hey Rob, can I send you this? Can you take a look at it? Yeah. But as you start getting these things, it starts to lose that kind of luster a little bit. I always appreciate people like Mark and Richard Launius and Herman Lutman, and GMT, and a lot of other people that send stuff here for me to look at. It's special. And Compass, I can't forget them. They are fantastic. Bill and John are fantastic, wonderful people. But you got to have more. You got to look for the next thing to keep you motivated, to keep you going. And I do. And I appreciate the people more than you can ever know, because it's still special for me to get things from companies, and I appreciate that. And there have been some things that I didn't like and I didn't put up on here, and I thought I was going to ruin a relationship. But better not to say anything than to say nothing than to hurt them. They worked hard on that. It just wasn't for me. Might be for you. But everything I put on here, I really like. And I really like everything. It takes a lot for me not to like something. It really does. So, breathing life back into this by changing the position of this table, by creating space and having cameras where we can move around and talk and explore things together, to give you a better insight to things, to have fun together, and be not like that video I did about people making faces. It's okay to there are certain people that do something but have substance and doesn't make it really silly. And I wanted to clarify that too. I think that got misunderstood in a lot of ways. I can't stand thumbnails when people are going and holding up a game. What does that mean? Does the game suck? Is it good? Are you missing a couple of screws? Maybe so. But there are people that make and do that, and then when you go inside that video, have great substance. It's part of their character. Rodney pointed that out a bit, and I agreed with him. You can do it subtly. But some people do this whole clickbait thing. Sometimes I'll go on, and if I don't understand, I have a hard time with rule books. I really do. I have a hard time comprehending things, and sometimes I have to be shown things. And I'll get to all your comments. I apologize. But there are times when I look at things and I go, oh, I don't get that. But if I watch it, oh, that's what that meant. Oh, that's what that meant. And sometimes I'll click on a video and the first 20-25 minutes are just people being goofy. Yeah, hey, Johnny. And you're like, okay, can you get to show me how this game works? Because the title says how to play XYZ. And then it becomes a shit show. I'm going to swear on that one. Mutant Chronicles. Perfect example. Making a mockery of... now, I understand the whole Kickstarter thing and thing like that, but I respect Richard Borg. I see him twice a year. I like him. I like everything that he's done for the gaming world. Okay? He's done some fantastic stuff. And here's a game that he originally came out with, and then they did the reprint of it, and I wanted to know what was going on with it. And they made it to be a whole comedy routine, which was the most unfunny thing. If you think you're funny, you're probably not. Okay? You're probably not. Okay? And if you have to force humor, well, you're probably really not that funny. And people are just like, oh, okay. To the point where people's comedy becomes cringy. And then you just lose and then you're like, why am I watching this? And I want to give it a thumbs down, but then I'd be no better than the guy, covered in cheese whiz and pork rinds. So, it just, you have to have a certain respect for things and not clickbait everybody. This title, I made sure that it wasn't clickbait. Why am I going on hiatus? Talked about it. And other stuff. Okay? Why did we go back to the name? Well, until I can find somebody to do the art. Because the person that was originally going to do the art, we were going to get it done in a short amount of time. And it'll coincide with the name change. Well, we went back to hold off for a little bit. Then we'll change the name. Put it up. Nice fresh coat of paint. Change everything around. New life. Let's do it. Let's go forward. Let's see how far we can take this. Let's see what we can do. What can we make of things? Okay? Because I'm almost back to full strength. Okay? And in a couple months, I think I'll be there because I fought through a lot over the last year and a half. All right? I've lost a lot of weight. I put back some muscle. And I'm trying. And I'm trying to get one more big run, folks. One more big run. Let's see how far we can take it. Let's see how far we can go together. And then when we go out, we'll tip our hat at the end of the day and just, with no fanfare, no big, I'm leaving, please, all of you, goodbye. No, just one day I'll sign off and I'll say, instead of saying, it's your old pal, Rob, we'll see you soon, I'll say, it's your old pal, Rob. It's been great. And that'll be the way I end it. Not this big, overdrawn video. It's just one day. You don't know when. Might be 10 years from now. Might be 4 months from now. But just like a beautiful sunset, I will go out in a blaze of glory. A zenith of beauty. And I will decide on how I do it. And how I want to do it. And we will do it together. And then when it's over, I'd hope that the people that have followed for as long as they did would say, you know something? That like I'll remember that the way I remember Quantum Leap or something like that. Some other MSK 3000. I'll remember it that way. Mystery Science Theater, MST 3000. Okay, there we go. You know, I'll remember that. I remember that guy. Oh, remember that guy, Rob? He was all right. If I got that, it's the biggest compliment you can give me. I'd be happy. All right? So, a lot of things coming down the pike. A lot of things that I just need some time to put into motion. And we'll get it going. What time is it? 47 minutes. All right, I'm way behind my schedule here. So let's read some of these comments now that I can see. Well, it's about the bottom of the 8th. Cubs are coming up. And let's see. We have Ryan Sandberg up at the plate. Just a bit outside. Hey, everybody. There you go. Got to make sure they're there. Jedi Jim, hey, bud. Oh, hold on here. So if you have any questions, ask them now. I'm gonna open this up. Usually nobody has anything to say, so I'm just gonna go through the chat, and that'll give you time to get some questions. If you have a question or concern or something, let me know, and I will answer it here this morning before I sign off for some time. We'll see when we come back. But there'll be videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday for the next for a while. So there'll be content there. It just won't have anything live. Everybody's saying, morning, Zeblik, how are you, my brother? I meant needed. Hey, buddy, enjoy the downtime. I'm not going to be enjoying it that much. Family and taking care of yourself. Well, I need to take care of myself. That's most important. That is all that there is. I meant darn old fingers. I meant needed. Here we go. Zeblik says, howdy. Stay healthy. We'll all be here when you get back. Your health is most important. We'll be here when you feel better. Well, it's not just about my health, which is half of it. It's about trying to get all this stuff done. The drone stuff was awesome. Expect more. Comics are always great. We've got a ton of stuff coming. Joe Plock, how are you? Take the time, focus on health and healing. Going through some long-term stuff now that has me refocusing priorities. We will be here and are excited for your updates. Can't wait to see the new set. Either can I. Matt says village attacks. Why would the village attack, Matt? Hi, everyone. Definitely loved the comic book Saturday. Well, not this week, but next week. It's bi-weekly. It's going to be sci-fi stuff bi-weekly, and then comic stuff bi-weekly until we get it going and I feel that we have a good enough following or not. And then either we'll go weekly or keep it bi-weekly. There we go. Joe, hope you feel better. Morpho. Hey, Rob. Hello, everyone else. Well, there you go. Thank you. Hi, Rob from Jason. Thank you. Hey, Rob. Econ. And be ready. In a couple weeks, we're going to have a very, very, very big auction. This will be the last auction ever, hopefully. And like I said, it's just going to be stuff that I need to get rid of or I have doubles and triples of. And I'd rather sell it off now and get the money to charity. The Humane Society, the no-kill shelter, which relies solely on contributions, is in desperate need. They are getting killed with animals. And I've been trying to give money and food and everything along the way. In a couple weeks, we are going to raise as much as we can to get to them and help them out any way that we can. It's really important to me, especially since we got Bella there. Bella had gotten some bad news. Her liver enzymes are pretty high. So we're watching that. Those two dogs are everything to me. Sounds like a pitiful person. Yeah, he does, whoever he is. But I forgive him. Take some time. We'll keep watching when you're back. In the meantime, strap a camera to those freeloader animals and we'll watch what they film. You know something? I think I will. By the way, I loved Comic Book Saturday. Huh? Like I said, in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, Fantastic Four, 1 through 5. We're going to do the entire series of Fantastic Four. I'm breaking down each issue and what I felt it meant to me. The appeal of the channel for me, says Andy, is that you do what you want when you want to do it. If I'm not into a particular thing, I don't watch. We'll come back when you're ready. And that's the thing. That's all I say. If you don't like it, I mean, there's 9, like I said, every 5 seconds, there's a new channel. I saw one channel. They had 14 people following them, or 45 people, and they all had t-shirts. The 3 people that were doing the channel, they had t-shirts made already. And I'm like, well, no, well, okay. That's cute. Then I saw another channel. Had 100 people. And they had t-shirts. Hey, buy our t-shirt. And I went, okay. All right. Works for you, bro. Works for you. If it works for you. All right, let's see what else we got here. Andy, I got Andy. Okay. Shannon. I have a huge board game collection myself. If my house could sneeze, they would come falling out the windows. I believe it. Skinny Jeans, how are you? Alexei, how are you? Eric, how are you? Are you still flying the DJI Mini 2? Yes, and I am flying the Mavic 3, which is fantastic. I'm going to be showing you some things with that, which is going to be really cool. Would you consider showing your board collection either before it goes to storage, the storage unit, or even a walk around when it gets to the storage unit? I might. Hey, Rob, you were saying something about an auction at the end of January. Do you have another Dungeon Universalis game to auction off? No, I do not. Those guns have inspired my training today. Then I'll chill, play board games with the kids. Enjoy your channel. Thank you for the content, mate. Paul, thank you. That means a lot to me. What happened to that game you were creating? We're going to get to it. Herman's very, very busy with 5 projects that will come out this year. And then we're going to take a look at it sometime in the middle of the year. Unfortunately, I got really sick. And like you all know, it was a struggle. Hi, Rob. Is D100 still your favorite solo game of all time? Yes. Sorry, I just got here. Hope everything is okay and hope everyone is having a fantastic morning. Space Cowboy, very simple. I'm going to make this very simple. I'll make sure that you understand, that everybody understands. I have some health issues I need to take care of over the next couple of weeks. And also we are redesigning everything here. Okay. So we can do more and bring you some really exciting things and kind of revitalize myself. I think that's a great way to put it. Okay. There we go. Matt, I saw Village Attacks game on your shelf. Okay. I think it saw you too, Matt. Moran. Hi from Serbia. Well, hello from Serbia. I hope all's well there. Keep it up. Hope you recharge and get new inspiration to continue the channel. I will. I promise you that. More importantly, health issues, and getting this place organized. It has to be done. And while it's cool here in Florida, now's the time. Do what you enjoy. I try to. Jason Wetzel, love this channel. Rob knows who he is. He is authentic, passionate, and appreciates his subscribers. I do. You guys mean a lot to me. Looking forward to the return of the Sabutio League. I would like to coincide the Sabutio League to work with. I want the Sabutio League to really work with the ending of the season. So I like to run it for 8 weeks, and then we'll do a summer league Then we'll do all kinds of different things I've got in mind. I've got a lot of things in mind, as well as a tabletop football game that I am working on myself. That is a dexterity game that I think will be really, really cool. Let's see how it turns out. I hope it works out. David, hi Rob. Hope you and your family are doing. Econ dropping $100, bro. Coming strong, bro. That's going to be the extra. You just got me a free month. Thank you. That's a free month for me, for the money that I have to add on. Thank you for the shelters. You are a great guy, Rob, and this is the best community on the YouTube. Period. That's gonna give them. I'm gonna be able to give them that money, and that's gonna help some animals that are in desperate need of medicine. And that $100 is going to be a lot. Thank you, Econ. You have no idea how much that helps. That I'm gonna go drop that $100 off today. Okay, I'll wait for YouTube, but I'm going to give that. I'm going to let them know it is from Econ, from our YouTube channel. And thank you so much. They are in desperate need, and I was going to go try to get some food today, but instead I'm going to take that $100. I'm going to go drop that at the shelter. Things are tough. They've gotten a lot of animals in this cold weather dropped off at their front gate. And the kennels are full, and they're trying to find additional spaces. That they got cages and stuff like that, and they're running short on food. And there are a couple of them that are suffering from some heartworm that they're hoping to get some donations, because I always go in there and I walk around and I try to spend some time with the animals. And Econ, that $100 means a lot. We've got a couple of Godzillas for you, brother. I can't thank you enough. That is a blessing today. That is a blessing today. Thank you, my brother. Hi, Rob. I appreciate your honest reviews. It is because of your review that I got the new Hero Quest to play with my kids. Take care. Vincent, I hope once I get everything squared away that we can do a paint and playthrough of it and be able to leave it set up and go through it a little bit, show off, and have a different way that I can show you guys these apps and make things really work. Thank you. Damn, that means a lot. Thank you. Your love is not in vain, Econ. No, thank you. Thank you, my brother. Matthew, if someone wanted to request a particular game or painting episode, how would you prefer us to do that? Email you? Yes, Matthew. Email me, and I'll see what I can do. It's a one-man show, and I try to do my best. It's tough. There's a lot of things I want to get to. But I have to try to get things in a certain area, and I have to be in the mood to do it, because if I don't do it right, if I just do it, oh, they asked to do this, it comes across that way. Wow, Econ is so generous. Yes, he is. Thank you. Save the animals. I will. And David Huff with the 4 clap salute. Well, thank you, brother. Thank you. Let's give him a couple of Godzillas. Let's see how he makes out. Now, hopefully, this stupid lizard isn't going to be all stuck up. Oh, I got an extra copy of that Battle of Britain. That'll be up for sale there. All right, here we go. Come on. Gee, the dude just dropped $100 on us. He just dropped $100. And you know how much you like the animal shelters. Give him the music one time, brah. Oh, you greedy lizard. You selfish lizard. But he dropped $100, so he gets more than one. Do it. Yes. Econ. The man. That's how it's done. There we go. And that's how we do things around here. Nice. We gotta poke the lizard. We got to poke the lizard a little bit. All right, so that's everything. I will see you guys when I get back. And I promise I will be back. I give you my word on my grandchildren, I will be back. But right now, I got to take care of my health. I have some complications because of diabetes I have to take care of. I've got a lot of things going on. I'm fighting through it. I'm still suffering from the long COVID, which I'm hoping to shake off soon. This arm hasn't worked, which is part diabetes and part to do with the whatchamacallit. I don't want to lose the arm. I don't want to start losing fingers and hands and stuff like that. So I've got to take some time and get things right. While I got that time, we are going to refocus and we are going to get everything. So when we come back in hopefully a few weeks live, that you guys get the best that we can give, and we give you a strong performance. And it's not a performance. It's honestly shared time. Okay? When we give you the shared time, we're going to give you everything we got. We're going to lay it on the line. We're going to have some fun together. And we are going to take it to the next level. If you take a look at the very early videos that started in the kitchen, worked to a sitting room, worked out here to one aspect of it, and then worked to where we were now. Now we take it to that next level and we make it even more enjoyable. And maybe some people that had left will see that there's a new breath of life in this and come back. Or maybe some people, it won't be for everybody. They might leave. But either way, it don't matter. Because this really comes down to the time that we share together, the people that want to be here, the people that want to watch this, and the people that want to experience what I have going forward. So I hope this clears up a lot of things, clears up the name thing as well. And I love you all. I really do. And I will be back. I promise you I will be back, and stronger, better, deadlier. Don't forget, that guy's got an open hand coming. There's a couple of people that I'm gonna train like there's no tomorrow, and there's a couple of people that got some things coming, and there's some people that I want to see and give a nice big hug. We got one more round going around on conventions. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. I can't wait to see the people I miss. And some people I just can't wait to see. But it'll be fun, and I'll make sure you see it all. I got a bench chair down in Vero when you are ready. All right. A beach chair ready when you're down in Vero. Hey, when I'm ready, you know something? I'll come down to Vero, E. I'll come down to Vero. I'll toast one with you. We'll sit back. I'll show you how to do a little sea fishing, because I'm pretty damn good at that too. And we'll sit back and we'll enjoy one, my friend. Take care, Rob. We'll be here when you get back. Exactly. And I'll be back sooner than later. Okay? We just got to get all our ducks in a row. If we're going to do this, I want to do it right. I want to do it the right way. I want to shine. Okay? Professionalism, no. You're not getting that. But I want to do it where I can get my message across to you and move you, touch you, and be able to get you guys to see and feel what I feel when I play these things. And to do that, I need to reorganize and do some things. And I also need to get a little healthier. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob saying, we'll see you soon. Be good, everybody. We'll see you in a few.